welcome to this pick a card reading for what does your new crush think about you. So we'll go ahead and get started, flying out pile 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so go ahead and choose if you're pile 1, 2, or 3, and we'll get started. So let's put 2 and 3 aside and start with 1. What does your new crush think about you? They might think that you are following your destiny, cosmic purpose, that you are in your good karma. They can see you glowing, growing, expanding. They can see that you're stable, you're in harmony, you're in flow. You might be very mutable, you might be very flexible or open. They can see you might have just come out of a relationship. And they might see that you're kind of closed off to new opportunities at this time as well. Alright, let's get some more information on what they think about you, shall we? What does pile 1's crush think about them? For pile 1, what does pile 1's crush think? They might think that you have an assertive, creative way about speaking, that you're very popular, that you might be a leader in some kind of sense. Let's see what they think about you. Pile 1, what does your crush, your new crush, think about you? You might think that you're really in charge of yourself, that you are like a leader. They might be older than you. They might be very serious and calculative. They could be very assertive as well. Or they might think, say good things about you. They might think you're funny as well, or you have a good humor. They want to be your friend. So, let's see. Any other messages for pile 1's crush? What they think about pile 1? Pile 1's crush. Yeah, so they definitely see your assertiveness, most definitely. Let's see what else they think about you. What else do they think about pile 1, please? What do they think about pile 1? What does their crush think about them? They see you juggling multiple different things. You might be like a business career woman. You might be a mother at the same time as working a job. They can see that you're pushing forward with passion and that you might take time alone sometimes to focus on your work. But that's generally what they're seeing. Let's see some last tea leaf for pile 1's crush. What does the pile 1's crush think about them, please? People who are watching this, their crush, they could be a younger man. They could see you as kind of maintaining this spark of masculine assertion and commanding energy and presence. They might think that you hold things back, or they might be holding things back from you. And let's get one last tea leaf for what they think about you. What does your crush think about you? They could think that you're working too hard, maybe to your own detriment of your health as well. Let's see what else they think about you. What does pile 1's crush think about them? What does pile 1's crush think about pile 1? People who are watching this, what does their crush, their new crush, think about them? They might see that you're kind of guarded, or there's some kind of obstacles in the way. Yeah, but I think they're interested. Pile 1's crush. What does pile 1's crush think about them? What does pile 1's crush think? So they can definitely think that you're frustrated about something. Maybe they know that something hasn't gone your way. Let's get a last wisdom of the oracle, because they have a relationship section in this. What does pile 1's crush think about them? What do they think about pile 1? Their crush could be 30. Is that 30? Yeah, so they could see you as a business person, somebody who has a lot on their plate and needs to manage many things. Let's go ahead and see 30. Okay. Love, the fulfillment of a desire, and even the body's reproductive cycles have their own timetable. Okay, some things are preordained and can't be coerced, so they might see you as someone controlling in a sense. Let's see. Love is always right on time. So if you are trying to rush anything, just know that this person, take your time and everything will come as it's supposed to be. Let's see what else. I want to know what pile 1's crush thinks about them. Can you tell me what they're thinking about pile 1, their crush? What is their crush thinking about pile 1? They could see you as fighting for or standing up for yourself, defending your position in order to change the wheel in your favor of fortune, and really pushing through with a lot of passion, making decisions for your future. So they could see you as very determined, very ambitious as a person, and I think they respect it, honestly. But we could get you, let's see what else. Okay, sorry. Let's see, what's your advice dealing with this crush? What is your advice for dealing with this crush? Let's see. What is your advice in dealing with your new crush, pile 1? Advice for pile 1s? Try not to be superficial. Make sure you are looking at the true heart of a person. Make sure that this isn't just like some distraction, some drama. And yeah, it says domineering here, bad news or instability. So your advice is to make sure that you aren't seeming too opinionated or stubborn or ruthless or austere. You might want to soften up your approach towards this person is what I would suggest. But if you like that reading, the more interaction, the more readings I put out. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much. Starting with pile 2 now. Pile 2, if you chose pile 2, this is for you. What your crush thinks about you. They could be seeing you come through a breakthrough, really coming into your own at this time. Let's see what else they think about you for pile 2. What does your new crush think about you, pile 2? What does the new crush think for pile 2? What does the new crush think for those who chose pile 2? What does their crush think about them? What does their crush think about them? They could think that you're very wise or you're very spiritual or philosophical. They could see you trying to expand your learning or expand your sense of self-knowledge and self-mastery as well. What do they think about my pile 2 people? What does the new crush think about pile 2? They could really appreciate you. They could see that you might need attention, that you're kind of dramatic as well. And they can see that you're a good talker. Yeah, you might have the gift of the gab, but let's go ahead and see. What does pile 2's crush think about them? What does pile 2's crush think about them? New crush, what do they think about? They might see that you keep your life in balance. You might really embody a kind of grounded, stable, mature, wise energy. Kind of Empress is giving me Empress. Let's see. What does pile 2's crush think about them? What does pile 2's crush think about them? So they could see that you like your home, that you respect your home, and that you are actively co-creating a better life for yourself. But let's go ahead and skip to those portions. They could see that you do partner up with people if it benefits what you're creating in reality. Let's get some extra advice. How does your crush see you for pile 2? Pile 2, those who choose pile 2, how does your crush see them? How do they see or view my pile 2s? They could really love you with Ace of Cups. They are curious about expanding their emotional world with you in it. And let's get some extra. How do they see a pile 2's crush? How do they see them, pile 2? So this person doesn't like drama, perhaps. They could see you upgrading your life. They could see you investing in yourself, buying nicer clothes, eating better, taking good care of yourself. Very nice energy. And what does pile 2's crush see them? Any extra advice for how they see our pile 2? How do they view them? Look, they could see that you love to learn, that you're always expanding your knowledge. They might even be inspired by this ability of yours to birth new things into creation with the knowledge that you learn, really creating a new garden for yourself. It's absolutely wonderful. They might see that you go through a lot of growth, that you're really coming into a sense of maturity for yourself. So let's see for pile 2's crush. What do they think about pile 2? What does their crush think about them? Oak 27. Let's go ahead. Yeah, this adds to a 9 again, so they might want to partner up with you just because of the sheer fact of how much knowledge you have. 27. Wisdom, exactly. Don't just look within. Dive deeply into the eternal realms of knowing. They might see you as a Sagittarius. Wisdom isn't a static thing. It evolves, changes, and adapts as you learn new ways of knowing. Before you can be wise, you must be willing to accept that you don't have all the answers. Oak is here to change your perspective, like an old wise grandfather, and they might see you with this kind of Capricorn energy, so you might have like a wisdom about you, a kind of reserved, stoic quality. Oak guides you to evaluate your beliefs to see if anything is out of alignment with who you are today. They might see that you've gone through a lot and that it's really shaped you into a strong person. Perhaps what you knew to be true is now directly opposite from what you currently believe, or perhaps you thought you were supposed to be. And let's see. So just like wisdom, your goals will evolve as time goes on. Some goals will be left behind, while others will morph into something else entirely. It's important to regularly check back in with where you are to make sure you're still situated on the most illuminated path. If you are confused about your next step, Oak reminds you to reach out to the unseen support all around you, commune with nature's spirits, the universe, and ask them to guide you. So they might see you as a very spiritual person, a very good, moral, wise person who connects with the gods. I hope that helped you. I think we're just going to end it there. Please, the more interaction I get, the more readings I put out. So hit like, subscribe, comment. Thank you so much, and take care, pile 2. And if you chose pile number 3, this is for you. So how they see you, they might have seen you kind of broken down in some kind of sense. Let's get some more information on how they see you. How does Pile 3 see? How does Pile 3's new crush see them? Pile 3, how do they see them? How does their crush see them? People they are thinking about, how do they see Pile 3? Can we get them, please, for Pile 3? Thank you so much. They might see you as very analytical, logical. They might be seeing you expand your knowledge, really maybe diving deep into your intuition and trying to make a decision for yourself. So let's go ahead and get more advice or information. Well, how does your crush see Pile 3? How does Pile 3's crush see them? How does Pile 3's crush see them, please? Messages for Pile 3's crush and how they see them. How do they view Pile 3, those who chose Pile 3? How does their crush see them or think of them? What do they think of them? Pile 3, two last chimes. Pile 3's crush, please. Okay. They might be, you might be in your 60s, they might be in their 60s. Somebody here might have a cat. Somebody here could be kind of innovative, coming up with new ideas. Somebody here is very spiritually in tune. They might also have money or be good with managing money or work in finance. They could be outgoing as well, flexible, and yeah. They might worry that somebody hates somebody else. They could be planning something. Okay, somebody here could be very intuitive. Sorry to be confusing. How does Pile 3's crush see them? How does Pile 3's crush view Pile 3? Can you tell me messages on how Pile 3's crush sees them? Dog. So they could see that you're very loyal or rewarding to be friends with. How else do they see Pile 3? Pile 3's crush, how do they see them? How do they see Pile 3? Those who chose Pile 3. Let's go ahead with these ones actually. How does Pile 3's crush see them? How does Pile 3's crush see? Thank you. Exactly, intuition. So we kept getting that message here earlier in the reading. A lot of intuitive things. They see you as very psychic. You might have water placements. They might see you as very mothering or very nurturing. Let's see. Moon in the 4. Nope, this is Mercury. They might see that you talk with a lot of compassion. When this card is dealt, it always refers to traditional family ways of thinking and ideas based on early childhood conditioning. The thoughts and comments of close family and friends will be of great importance of the reading. They might see you communicate with your family a lot. Events or histories in the past, a revival of old memories, visit from long-lost acquaintance, taking the advice of family or friends, or a study in the home. 59. Yeah, so they might see you as a very homey kind of person who's very wise but also knows how to create what they want, and you might have a lot of hobbies. One of your hobbies might be just to learn, but let's see for Pile 3's crush. What did Pile 3's crush think about them? Tell me how Pile 3's crush thinks about them. Needing direction. Somebody could see you as very fluid and flexible. They might think that you change a lot of things in your life, that you might be a Sagittarius, you might be learning a lot at this time. Let's see what they think about you for Pile 3. Think about Pile 3. Community number 8. Let's go ahead. Okay, so maybe they're seeing, let's see. They might be seeing how they can dance with you properly, how to interact with you properly. They might think you're tall. They might be tall. You might be shorter. There might be a big height difference here or something. They might see that you're really tapped into your community as well, that you are a caring, giving person, that you do try to help people that are around you. And let's see your advice for dealing with your new crush. What's advice for Pile 3's new crush? Just stay focused on your own personal happiness at this time, at what brings you joy, and then you'll have 9 of Cups, and then all they have to do is bring 1 extra cup of love, and you've got the 10 of Cups, the ultimate joy and fulfillment in a relationship and in life. So everything has turned out well. Enjoy your success at this moment. Just stay high-minded in optimism and happiness and compassion and trusting the universe. The time for initiating new passionate beginnings will happen, and you are currently manifesting a new start in your passions at this time as well. So let's see. And maybe it's them that went through. Let's get some extra advice for how your crush thinks about you. Pile 3. What does your crush think about you? Pile 3. What does your crush think about you, please? What does your crush think about you? So they could see that there's a potential for a very passionate spousal relationship here, and they might be having an epiphany on how they can maybe come and bond with you, I think. Let's see extra messages for Pile 3's crush and what they think about Pile 3. What do they think about Pile 3? They could see you're very, either you're not very passionate or you are very passionate. You could be the passive sort, or you could be very aggressive. And what else do they think? Let's see. What shall we pull? else do they think about pile 3? What do they think about pile 3, please? What does their crush think about them, please? Pile 3. What does their crush think about them? I am worthy. They might like your body a lot. They might think you're very attractive. Pile 3. What do they think about pile? What does their crush think about pile 3? About pile 3. What do they think about pile 3, please? What do they think about pile 3? They could see you being as very diplomatic, that you really bring a sense of safety, that you're willing to make new friendships and connections with people. They might think that you need to follow your intuition more, or your gut feeling more, or listen to your emotions more, take care of yourself more emotionally as well. But yeah, I think that's all. Please know that the more interaction I get, the more readings I put out. Please hit like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much.